What's up, guys? So today I'm gonna unbox my Nikon D780. Anyways, let's talk about this camera. Hey guys, what's up? I hope you're all doing okay. Guess what? Let me tell you about how I acquired this camera and how I'm loving it so far. Alright, so first things first, I sold my D7200 to acquire this D780, right? I must tell you, the D7200 was a phenomenal camera. It helped me in a lot of situations. I did street photography with it. I did a lot of portraits. I also did weddings. It was fantastic. It was amazing. I did actually 2 years with it, but there comes a time in life when you need to change, you need to upgrade, and I think this was actually the time, because I wanted to do an upgrade from the D7200 to the D750. But now I'm happy I waited, because if I had gotten the D750, I wouldn't have bought this D780 right now. Okay, so I'm happy I waited, and thank you, camera gods, for telling me to wait. Right, so now I went to buy this like 4 days ago, right? And this is a crazy story which I'm going to share with you guys. So 4 days ago, I sold my D7200. I went to buy this D780. And when I went to the store, it was all fantastic. Straight away, I put on my 85 1.8 lens and I was snapping away in the camera shop. I was like, yes, this is good. I made my payments. I did everything that I should do. And I was like, okay, I need to change some settings. So I went in the menu and I was like, it's Chinese. And I was like, hey dude, can you change this to English for me? And he was like, fine, no problem. He went, it's Chinese. He took up a different one. It's Chinese. There's no English version to it. I was like, ugh. So I was actually pissed at the time, knowing that I sold my camera. Now I'm going to be without a camera because I cannot speak Chinese language, and now I need a camera to use, right? So I was there for maybe an hour contemplating on what to do, and we decided that, guess what? Nikon in Shanghai, they'll take this camera and they will change the firmware to the English firmware. They told me it's gonna take like 7 days. I was like, wow, OMG, like I was going nuts that time, right? Anyways, I was like, okay, no problem. I told him to speak to the representative in Shanghai to see if they can have it expedited, and he was like, okay, no problem, it's gonna be like 5 days. I felt a little bit better, but I was still angry inside, right? So I gave him the camera. So remember, I went to buy this camera and I came back home with nothing. 2 long hands, nothing. Anyways, he sent the camera to Shanghai. They were really professional. They contacted me, they asked me for some details, whatever. And guess what? Within 3 days, I got the camera back. It's not 5, actually 3 days. Guys, in the nights, I was sleeping and I was actually dreaming about camera. I was dreaming about when am I going to get my D780. I was dreaming about aperture. I was dreaming about ISO levels. I was dreaming about 4K videos. I was dreaming about slow motions, B-roll. I was dreaming about so many things camera related and what I actually want to do with this camera, right? Anyways, so I went to the store yesterday. I picked up the camera. First things first, put the 85mm on it, and I started taking some test shots inside of a camera store, and then I started just trying some videos and stuff like that, handheld videos, and it was pretty amazing, right? And so I called one of my friend, Yashi, and he has a Z6, which I wanted to go, but I was like, nah, I prefer the optical viewfinder other than the EVF. So I was like, yeah, I'll go D780, even though it was a couple of bucks more. Anyways, I called Yashi and we went on the road and we started shooting. Bear in mind, this is a coronavirus city, even though they have like no reported case in the longest while now. Anyways, we walked on the street, we took some shots, and I'm gonna show you these shots. I made some videos also, just short videos, just to test this camera. So actually this video is just about testing this D780 and my first impression. My first actual impression, like having this camera outside on the street, words cannot explain. Moving from a D7200 crop sensor to a D780 full frame, which was released in January, February 2020. believe me, I was super amazed, I was super impressed, I was blown out of this world. That's the best word I could actually, or best phrase I could actually use. I was blown out of this world with the quality. When I got home and I placed the files on my computer, I zoomed in, the files were amazing. Before I was able to actually view the files in Camera Raw, or actually in my photo viewer, I had to download two plugins. First, I had to download the Camera Raw plugin from the Adobe website. So it's Camera Raw 12.1, I believe. And then I had to download from the, I think it's Nikon website. I had to download an NEF plugin so my Windows viewer can actually show the raw files. So those were the two plugins I had to download. Other than that, everything ran extremely smooth. When I was in Photoshop, I zoomed in the photos and the results are amazing, right? So I did few test shots and I was simply blown away by it. Anyways guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate that you took the time out to sit for a few minutes to see my first impression, and I hope you liked it. Please click the like button. Don't be afraid to subscribe to my channel, because you'll be getting vlogs about behind the scenes. You'll be getting vlogs about how I do this, how I do that, some Photoshop editing, and also my life story, right? So jump in, hit the subscribe button, and take care of yourself, guys. Peace out.